football at its absolute best.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne.
I think I got my swagger back. Oh.
I love it, baby.
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! By Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win.
He got it.
If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Read it, did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Thursday, May 28th. It's good to be back. We've got a big weekend ahead of us, and big weekend really already started as Tennessee knocks off number 2 Texas to open the Women's College World Series.
Yeah, defending champs.
And what were they? They were without, let's see, hold on. Vols Unleashed let us know yesterday that there were some players out at some Oklahoma City nightclubs on Wednesday night. So they were down 3, as they defined it, Lady Vols star players. So that's even, that's even bigger. That's a third of your squad.
Motivation.
Yeah. So shout out to Vols Unleashed for dropping that news. That's big time, letting the people know on Facebook.
For those of y'all who don't know what that is, it is a Facebook account that is they're doing their best, I guess, over there.
Yeah. I would like to say, guys, they keep doing this because you interact with it, because you comment on it, and that drives. Stop interacting with these AI weird stories that they post on every team account. Just do what I do, screenshot it, and laugh about it in group text.
Text a buddy.
Text that, yeah, Danny White, text a buddy. Yeah, I'm on your side now, Danny. But yeah, those don't get involved with rage bait, Landon, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your PSA today.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, big time win. That similar to what we're going to talk about this weekend. Like, win the first one, get in the driver's seat.
Yeah, now they go play Texas Tech, which is probably the favorite to win the whole thing. Especially Jason Williams.
I hope they hit Jason Williams' daughter at every at bat. I really genuinely do that, because it seems like she's either getting hit by pitch or hitting home runs. So
I saw today where she dove into first base and they hit the ball and she got hit in the side. So she's just a ball magnet, I think.
Apparently, yeah. Okay. Yeah, she got hit today for her first at bat and then hit a 2-run homer. So
okay.
Yeah, I actually genuinely, all jokes aside, maybe don't throw to her. Throw at her, that's fine. Just don't throw to her.
Yeah. The big hero today, Elsa Morrison, was she's the freshman catcher. There you go, Trey. Appreciate
also
that.
Like the what do they
the
call,
freshman catcher from Farragut.
What are the crazy Lady Vol fans dancing there? What do they call themselves? We got a name.
Beats me, man.
Come on, man. Got to know this stuff. Yeah. That's actually, that's not a bad look. I like it.
Is it the Karen Crazies?
That's not it, because it goes with all sports, but that is a great name.
It should.
It should be for softball, at the very least.
But yeah, Elsa Morrison hit the 3-run home run to put Tennessee up and end up winning by 3 runs. So the Knoxville, Tennessee Farragut Admiral puts Tennessee 1-0 in OKC.
You'd love to see it.
Yep. This means a little something more,
Yeah.
Hometown team.
It's crazy, like, talking about winning the first game, like how crucial that is. Like, looking back in Tennessee's national championship, they were so close to losing that first game, and they probably don't. They probably get eliminated just because, like, that's just how things, like, fall.
Yeah. I know another kind of crazy. I don't know if it's Karen crazy, but somebody that we love dearly and sponsors the show. It's our good friend Jennifer Morris at go talk to her today. If you're interested in buying a home, selling a home, whatever you want, if you're looking for investment properties or anything like that, she's your person to reach out to. She's with Keller Williams of Greater Knoxville. You can reach her at 865-257-7897, and she'd love to talk sports with you. Also, you can throw in a little bit of that home buying experience too, but she's an avid Vols fan, and I'm sure there's nobody more excited for postseason baseball and softball than Jennifer Morris. So go get you a home and also, banter with a Vols fan. Nothing better than that.
Yeah. Go check her out.
Yep. All right. We got boots on the ground tonight in Chapel Hill with our special guest that we'll have on here in a little bit. Chad Zurcher is going to join us. Former director of baseball operations for the baseball team, went out on top. He kind of did the Peyton Manning. He won a national championship and then on to doing easier and probably better paying stuff. So good for him. We're going to talk to him. He is in Chapel Hill. He's on Franklin Street currently as we speak. So looking forward to talking to him about the regional.
What is Franklin Street? I know, but I there's probably a lot of people that don't know. So
like that's the famous, I guess that's like their strip, I guess, in Chapel Hill.
Okay.
From what I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. I knew it, but I think they get it now. So.
Okay. Yeah. That's where all the restaurants and stuff are at. I'm pretty sure that's what all the stuff's happening. That's the happening place in Chapel Hill is Franklin Street.
All right. Well, 3 players don't be going out, or Karen Weekly will have to suspend you. So.
And Vols Unleashed, is that what it was?
Yeah, they'll get the scoop.
Yeah.
You want to stay away from there
for sure.
You don't want to see your name on Vols Unleashed.
Dude, looking at this region, I know we talked about it a lot on Monday. That was weird to say Monday, but there was a holiday, so we did go live then. I still think it's one of the more difficult regionals, but I kind of like the more and more we get closer to it. I kind of like Tennessee. I think we're playing good baseball.
I'm glad you. I'm not saying I feel bad or I feel like it's unlikely. I'm glad you feel better about it, feel good about it. And I really like Trey Spinza. Like, get out of this like he was talking about, like how the odds are right now for North Carolina, and like if you get out of this regional, you really put. It's one of those I would. It's almost better than being in an easy regional. You get through it and then you get blown out in the supers. Like, no, if you win this regional, like you're gonna like your odds.
Yeah. Well, no one's picking Tennessee. It kind of feels like whatever you do here just feels like gravy. Like it was. No one's picking you to do it, so you can kind of be.
Well, the fans feel that way if they lose and get sent.
Probably not. If you go 0-2, probably not. But I do think you win this first game and you kind of see whatever happens the next day happens. I mean, as much as everybody wants to say like North Carolina is Tennessee's going to face North Carolina if they win that first game, VCU is pretty good too. So.
Yeah, I don't like I don't like the bets. I don't love that. Ugh.
What is it?
I mean, we're just 1.5 point favorites, and then you've got 86% of the bets on Tennessee. Ugh, the public sucks at sports betting. I don't love that.
Yeah, I don't know. I do. One thing I do love is I love going to Evan Blanco to start game 1. I think we mentioned it. Say what?
Win game 1.
Yeah, you got to. And going with a guy who has postseason experience, a guy that's been there, done that. He's pitched on this field, so that probably helps. And then ECU, like the big thing with Evan Blanco, he's given up homers. ECU has like 36 home runs on the season. Like they're not going to hit a ton of home runs. So I feel like this is a great matchup for Evan Blanco to let your defense work. And hopefully that offense is able to continue what they've done over the past month or so and scoring runs. and that's how you win. Hopefully, you don't have to use too much of your bullpen. You can score enough runs where if like Evan Blanco gets in a little bit of trouble, hey, we're good. Like continue to throw, continue to get in deep into the game, and then to see what happens. I think you want to put yourself in the driver's seat game one, so pressure is not all on game two.
Sure.
So if you're able to get Blanco, maybe your 3 or 4 run lead, which I know that doesn't sound a ton, but you get in the 7th inning, like you're feeling pretty good, and you can go to an Appenzeller or Arvidsson to get seal that win. Or if you're up quite a bit, hey, just Johnny bullpen that thing and let's get to the next day. Who cares if they are scoring runs in the 8th or 9th inning? It shouldn't be enough to beat you.
I like that plan. I hope that you lay it out like that, and I hope it works out that way. Because I mean, yeah, as important as game one is, and it feels like win at all costs is probably a harsh way of saying it, but you want to throw everything at it, like because you get out of this one, you're in a much better position than if you save something and try to get after it in game two, whatever. But yeah, if you like in a perfect world, you go and win that game early, and you don't burn up extra arms that you don't need to, and then you're sitting pretty in game two, which hopefully allows you to be sitting pretty in game three. So yeah, I mean, you got to throw a lot at it, but ideally you don't want to.
Yeah, and like everybody's like, throw your ace, throw your ace. It's got to be Tegan Kuhn's game one. You got to win game one. I mean, I don't know who Tennessee's ace is, and maybe that's not a great thing, but Tennessee's most consistent pitcher all year long has been Evan Blanco. So I do like that matchup going to him, and you kind of set it up in Hoover with him pitching Wednesday against Arkansas for him to pitch game one of a regional. So I like that. I also like Tegan Kuhn's against North Carolina. Like you want your best on best, and I think they're going there. They kind of did the same thing. Their ace is going to throw the game two on Saturday. So,
Right.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm liking the matchup against East Carolina. I think they're a pretty good team. Ryan Towers will be the starter for them. I think he's like more of a crafty guy. The velo's not a ton, but he's pitched really well in his last like 5 starts, I think. He's pitched 28 and 2/3, 3 earned runs, 22 hits, 8 walks, 28 Ks, I think in his last 3 or 4 starts. So ERA is sitting right around 3. Solid. The only thing is they're not getting a ton of run support behind those guys. They won their conference championship game 1-0. Like one run is not going to beat Tennessee. I'll tell you that right now. If so, then I think you can go ahead and pack it up for Saturday too, and let's just go to the house because, I mean, you got to have the offense because that's such a huge part in why Tennessee has been able to get things going in the right direction, especially in that Texas and Oklahoma series.
Sure. Who do you want? Who do you want to face in game two? Like, obviously, we don't know if Tennessee's going to win tomorrow at noon or not. So just who would you prefer? Because you mentioned VCU's a formidable opponent.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had to choose, win or lose, who do you want to play?
I'm choosing VCU, but
okay.
I
didn't know if you looked at this North Carolina team, saw a matchup you liked, and that's why I asked. And
I think they're an Omaha team. Like, in any other year, because I'm going to go Tennessee's winning this regional just because I got my orange glasses on. But if I was picking another regional with North Carolina in, I'd probably pick them because I think they're really good on the mound. I think they have some dudes in the meat of their lineup that's really good. Some first team all ACC type players. So I think they have a couple bullpen arms that are really good. I just think they're pretty solid all the way up and down. It's nothing that like they're not Georgia Tech and they're not UCLA, but I think they're like that next tier for sure. Like a Florida, or an Auburn or Georgia. I think they're kind of right there with some of those teams.
Okay.
So yeah, VCU, please. and that means North Carolina has a loss. So if all things goes to plan, you win that second game. That a team has to come out of the losers bracket and beat you twice.
Fair enough.
So let's roll, man. Let's get it. Let's get after it. I think it's a huge boost for Tennessee to get Reese Chapman back in this one. Their leader, who's I talked about Evan Blanco, kind of been there before. I mean, Reese Chapman has been there.
I'm sure we've confirmed the face mask on the helmet. Do we get a LeBron face mask?
Oh, that'd be sick.
In the field?
That'd be so sick. The black face mask. I don't know. I don't even know if he has the cage on his helmet. That hasn't been confirmed. I was kind of trying to look at pictures during BP and some videos, and I didn't see anything with Reese Chapman. Maybe that was by design.
I guess it'd be probably smart to wear the cage in BP if you're going to play with the cage.
Yeah.
But also, if you're wearing a cage in BP, you have to wonder if you're ready to play in a game, unless you're just getting used to the cage, which probably isn't a bad idea since you've never played with a cage on.
Yeah, probably get used to it. Maybe we'll ask Zurcher when he gets on. Boots, he's boots on the ground. Maybe he'll know about Reese Chapman in the cage. We want to know the real things going on.
Right.
Cage or no
important
cage.
questions. That's really the only thing I care about at this point this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But yeah, he's been playing his best baseball, and he was on a heater before that freak accident happened in Hoover. But great, you're able to get him back, and hopefully he's able to continue that hot streak. Another guy that I know the bullpen is kind of like you go as the bullpen kind of takes you. I kind of think Henry Ford is in that same category of like, if he's on fire, I think this whole offense is going to be a force to have to beat. And I don't see a lot of teams being able to beat Tennessee offensively with the talent that they have. If Henry Ford is, looking like that first team All-American that you thought going into the season. He has a 7-game hit streak, I think. And his numbers that have really picked up over the last couple weeks. It looks like he's finally kind of over that illness that he was dealing with early in the season. 19 homers. I think he leads the team in RBIs as well. So I think he's a guy, if he's able to get going with, Mr. Consistent, Garrett Wright, Levi Clark's been really good in SEC play. You have Manny, Trent Grinlinger continues to rake. I think this is going to be a really tough lineup to beat. And you have to beat them twice to get them out.
Right.
And I think that's going to be extremely hard to do with the talent. And that's the thing is, like, you're going into this regional, it's kind of all about you. It's not really like, oh, you got to play your best to beat this team. Like, Tennessee has the talent to win this regional. Like, you go back to 2019, probably didn't have the talent to win that regional, but you're kind of just happy to be there. This is a totally different dynamic. Whereas, like, maybe didn't live up to expectations early in the season, but then you're 3-1 against regional host teams. I think that's kind of speaks for itself on how talented Tennessee can be. Are they able to kind of keep it rolling and put it together for this next month of baseball, hopefully?
Yeah, that's kind of been the story all year. Is Tennessee found like their abilities. So if they could do it, find those odds for me. Let me get DraftKings to put those odds up. If Tennessee finds themselves, what are there? Where are they getting to Omaha? Where am I at?
Are you asking Trey?
Well, no, that was because they couldn't make odds for that.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. It would be pretty awesome. Would this be our third year in a row jumping in the pool, making it to Omaha?
Yeah, I think the first year was no. This would be because I'm sorry.
Yeah,
not the third year in a row.
Oh no, we did it for.
We did it in 2023.
So it'd be fourth, right?
We got bounced in the regionals or
Super
regionals last year.
We did. Yeah, Okay. So if we make it to Omaha, it would be the third year that we.
Of note, we've never jumped in the pool with Ross Given on staff. Just of note. Just saying. I know he's probably listening because he wants Zurcher to mention him and how good of a job he's doing. He's probably on Franklin Street with an AirPod in.
He's
and I love
man.
you, Ross. I love you.
Close to that portal season.
Yeah, I love you, man. I just needed to note that.
What do you think about? Let's go X factor here. Who's somebody that you're looking at like, hey, need this guy to show up for Tennessee to win this regional?
Several guys. You mentioned Trent Grantlinger. I mean, I feel like if he hits the ball, I mean, if he plays to the level he's been playing of late, especially like you said, is Tennessee gonna get a bunch of runs scored on him? It's possible. With a guy Evan Blanco on the mound. So talking just Friday night, I really like your chances if he plays to his capabilities.
Yeah, I think a guy for me is in the lineup every day. Like you could go pitcher, and that would probably be the right answer, just because of Tennessee's pitching issues.
You shut him out, you hold him to 2 runs, you're probably winning.
Right. So you could go Appenzeller, but I think like for Tennessee to be a realistic like national title contender, if Blaine Brown can just be a dude, like find it and keep it rolling, like that heater that he was on to begin the season.
I was about to say that. I'm not trying to hate on him, but like he's not. So if you're talking like this full regional or even this full postseason, whatever, I love that.
Yeah,
I think it's very possible you get him for a game that he goes off this weekend and helps you win.
Well, he wasn't good in SEC play, but when it was an SEC team, he was really good. So maybe that's what we're needing.
Yeah, just got to get out of
good in SEC play. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I just feel like he's somebody that you just want, that you see all that potential. You just like, hey man, like just show it. Like it took Levi Clark so long to finally get going, and when he did, it was awesome. Right. So maybe we're just waiting until we saw some new faces, new teams, and Blaine Brown's gonna turn it up a notch.
I like it.
Yeah. What do we do with that bullpen? We just try to hide it.
Use it. Yeah. Just like, I mean, that's like your starting pitch. I think that, so like if you go overall X factor, it's not one player, it's starting pitching. Which I think we talked about that on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like you want those starters to continue. Like with Landon Mack being a question mark, it's so important for Evan Blanco and Tegan Coons to give you length in a game.
Yeah, I want to see Twitter be like, oh, I mean, Josh Elander doesn't care about their future as we win games with the starting pitchers.
Yeah.
What did that Stanford kid went like 110 in 2 days in the super regional or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. I want him to be that good that you have to put him back out there to win.
Yeah. I mean, Liam Doyle to finish off the regional, he had to come in and close it against Wake Forest.
Yeah.
On Monday. So, yeah. Like who is that guy in your situation? And in that kind of situation, who's the guy you're just like, hey, I don't care how much you've thrown over this last couple of days, go out there and win us a game. For me, it's probably Appenzeller, right?
I was gonna say Cam. It has to be like, and
bullpen. Yeah, if you're going bullpen guy, yeah.
And I think quickly talking about the keys and the players, that was the one that stood out to me big time, because like he can be someone you can start him, you can bring him in relief, you can come in if the other team's getting hot and try to shut it down early to give yourself a chance. I mean, he can be somewhere you can put him multiple places, and Tennessee's tried to do it. So I think if he's hidden, like I remember your tweet, Landon, in the Mississippi State series, and it was after Cam did that amazing outing. Was it game 1? And you were like, this is the best player on the team. Like, this is him,
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly right. So that's what stands out to me.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, no, that's great. Appenzeller, Trey brought it. I mean, Appenzeller's the guy. Just let him. I think it is huge for he was kind of struggling a little bit, kind of hitting that freshman wall, and then you bring him in game 1 of Hoover, and he shoves. And so you're like, hey, man, that is a great sign as we get into a regional where we got to have you, especially with Landon Mack not being available. We'll see what that looks like. But
he's on the travel
Cam
roster.
Appenzeller is, we'll see.
I think day-to-day is the official, unofficial terminology they're using.
That's another thing. I just got to see it. Maybe Chad Zurcher will give us a little something.
You said unavailable. Officially, he is available. Like, he can be used in the game.
Yeah.
Or there will be.
Maybe he's your guy. You're just like, who are they bringing in relief here to close out this game? Oh, my God, it's Landon Mack.
You get the Undertaker music?
Yeah, something like that. So sick name.
That'd be, yeah. I mean, yeah. Wait, Landon or Undertaker?
Yeah, okay. I was saying Landon.
I thought both were great names, so I just need to.
Yeah, I'll be.
Honestly,
right,
I mean,
right.
Mac's a pretty sweet name if you ask me.
All right. Anything else before we kind of? I know Chad's going to join us here shortly. Anything that we want to touch on before we wrap up baseball?
Real quick, has Chaz Coleman? He's supposed to show up on campus Wednesday. I'm assuming he's not been spotted in the greater Knoxville area.
Yeah, that's tough, man. I don't know what you do there. I mean, I hope Jordan Norman's really good from Tulane. Other than that, you kind of struck out on the edge rusher there. And I had a tweet about it the other day, and I wasn't really blaming anybody. It's just like Tennessee's going to a 9-game SEC schedule with issues at the 2 most important positions.
Yeah. I would like to give a special shout out to the staff and Chaz Coleman for going ahead and just making me not excited for football season. Like every time I started to worry that I was like, I'm getting too excited. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Can I ask this question? Like, obviously did Jim Knowles like have any idea? Like, come on, man. Like, you couldn't have given.
I think if I think there is some underlying issue going on, because I don't think it's as much as just not showing up, probably because you already dealt with that with Boo Carter. Like, you would think they would just be like, peace, gone. But I don't know.
I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on, and that's fine. I never will. That's a great question, Trey, that I think we need to revisit.
Yeah, you just better hope it works, because, I mean, this is a pivotal year for Josh Heupel and company, and for you to start a true freshman quarterback potentially, and I guess a freshman, an edge rusher, or a transfer that wasn't even supposed to be in at that Leo position. I don't know. It just seems like a crazy thing that is happening.
Sure.
Why us, you know?
Why us? Good news. We do have a special guest to bring on. Landon mentioned it. Boots on the ground. He is in Chapel Hill. He's a national champion. He is a Memphis Tiger Hall of Famer and friend of the pod, Chad Zurcher. Chad, thanks for hopping on, man.
Hey, no problem. Glad to be here. Sorry, I'm in a truck right now.
Okay. You're on Franklin Street, right?
We're on Franklin Street. Just got done with dinner over here.
Okay.
Hanging out. Ben McKee said, "Say hello, Landon Raby."
Oh, my man.
Yeah, I got to see him, which is awesome. Just ready for some baseball.
Are you avoiding Ross Kivett on Franklin Street?
Haven't seen him yet. We told some folks he was going to join us, but tonight's probably not the night for that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll celebrate that on Monday, hopefully.
Oh yeah, we'll be
or
here.
I guess
we'll let
Sunday.
them know we're here at least.
Okay, perfect. So Chad, it kind of started in Chapel Hill when we really got this thing rolling. A little different situation, scenario. The program is in a different spot. What's it kind of feel? Is it a little deja vu going to Chapel Hill?
I mean, this is awesome. Like you said, it's where it started. Tony came in, Year before, didn't make tournament, no big deal. First year. Next year rolls around, we get a regional, go to North Carolina. First time in a while, my first time ever. So it's like, I don't know what to expect. Over Chapel Hill, beautiful place. Campus is awesome, beautiful stadium, Boshemer Stadium. And we played well. We struggled that first night against Liberty, which, as we know, first night in a regional, don't play well, you set yourself up for a bad spot. But we hadn't been there. Nobody had been there on that team. And then that set it up. We knew 2 years later in 21 after the COVID year that this is what it takes. And then we hadn't lost a lot of regional games since then. So I think it's a good thing, coming back, especially Josh's first year. It's kind of cool, right? Like, hey, you're going back to where Tony kicked this thing off. Some things early on didn't go great. Battled, figured it out, even with some injuries, things along the way, and got back to that same spot, and you got a chance.
Yeah. Is this the best time of year for you, postseason?
Yeah, I mean, you can't be. It's like March Madness, right? I mean, you're a baseball guy too, and March Madness is hard to beat. Just because it's on all the TVs Thursday, Friday, everybody's watching. But if people could tune in to Friday afternoon regional baseball, you're going to see a lot of upsets because baseball is a lot easier to upset somebody than maybe basketball or football. There's just so many good players, and it's so spread out. Now the rosters have shrunk a little bit. So I think there's a lot of opportunity to see some crazy things happen. And Friday afternoon, now that the coverage is picked up for college baseball, I mean, it's unbelievable. We're going to play at noon tomorrow, hopefully have a win at 3 o'clock or so. And then there's going to be a lot of games after that we're going to be able to hang out and watch different places and see different superstars. The way the sport works. Heck, I watched something yesterday, and the USC pitcher has 160 strikeouts, 31 more than anybody else in the country. And I'm like, dude, I want to watch this guy pitch tomorrow or Saturday. Whenever he pitches, I want to see a superstar like that. Especially being on the East Coast, you don't hear about the West Coast as much. So this is a good time to see that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Big weekend for the split screen. Big weekend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, big weekend for the split screen. Hopefully watch the Tennessee games and move on, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Talked about it being Elander's first year, obviously. So, I mean, the expectations are different, unique. You mentioned the rosters are shrunk. That's a new thing this year. What were comparing your expectations for Elander's first year and now that you're here? How have you seen this team develop? And is this kind of where you thought, hoped, expected they'd be?
I'd say I expected where they'd be. I think November changed, first time probably ever in the sport. Interesting time. So you think
Right.
you're gonna miss some things. It's gonna take some time to figure some things out. Didn't expect some of the early losses. The Kent State, who was obviously a really good team, but in a one bid league, and the Wright State, some bad performances. But it wasn't just Elander taking over. Now you're replacing your strength coach. You're replacing your pitching coach. Chuck's coming in from Florida, right? Like it takes some time, and I think the best thing that happened for E and the staff was as the year went on, everybody got better.
Right.
The offense got a lot better. The pitching, maybe not what we've seen. Maybe back to where we started a little bit. But I mean, you don't know how people are going to progress. It takes time, and a couple injuries here and there, and then you see what happens. But I think at the end of the day, I expected them in the postseason. They're in the postseason comfortably in a 2 seed at a difficult place against a couple good teams, but there's 64 teams left. Everybody's good. Everybody's either good or hot.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
What did you think about Tennessee's draw? Were you like, oh man, that's tough, or you're like, hey, I was kind of in the camp of like, yeah, it's tough, but if you want it to be an easier road, should have won more games, like those games that you mentioned early on.
Oh, I agree. I mean, end of the day, if you don't want to super tough draw, win more games, and we did that in 21 and got Wright State, who was really good, right? So you don't know,
right?
The way the regionals work and trying to keep things regional, and the metrics and the numbers and ranking 1 through 32 now, the Southeast is always going to be better at baseball because of the weather, resources, different things. So like this area, there's nowhere to send you that you're going to be like, man, that's much easier than that one, right? Like
Yeah.
it's going to be tough. And North Carolina's really good. East Carolina's hot and got a good pass. But at the end of the day, you're in the postseason. So the automatic bids have won their leagues. They're probably confident.
Right.
Everybody else is either hot or really good.
Mm-hmm.
So your job's to go out there and play 9 innings and you make the plays defensively. Don't walk people, throw strikes, hit with runners in scoring position. You got a chance to win. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
Not to steer it too far away from baseball, but you're in a pretty good place to play golf. Did you get down there early today and play around?
No, I wish. Had to work and had to work in the AM. We passed like some Pinehurst, and you're like, hey, that'd be cool to hang a right there and go play some golf. But no, we got down here about 6:00 and went to the VRBO, and then we came over and got some dinner at Four Corners.
Okay.
Nice.
Which I was like, why is this place called Four Corners? And the little koozies look like Dean Smith's Four Corners around the court. And I was like,
Okay.
okay, we got some reason. And then we're going to go to He's Not Here after this, which is
Okay.
where they changed the name a while ago because they'd call when Michael Jordan was there and they'd say, he's not here. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, cool little town, but also Southwell Soccer shout out.
There you go. Shout out.
Guy too.
That's awesome. Chad, what's this week kind of like intensity wise? Is it a little different, or you just kind of go business as usual, or what's it kind of like within the program?
Yeah, once it gets to the week of the regional, business as usual. You're going to go over practice today. Shorter than normal. You only get NCAA allotted time. I think it's an hour 15. You actually get more time than super regional. You get an hour and a half. But, being the SEC tournament layoff, they were probably pretty intense this past weekend. Through Tegan Coons at some point against live hitters for a good amount of pitches. Blanco, you didn't have to because he threw in the SEC tournament. But leading up to it, pretty normal. You get the selection show Monday, probably hit some BP after, before. Tuesday, normal practice. Wednesday, on the road, practice before or after you get there. Thursday, on the field, see what it's like, hour, 15 minutes, and then you go to, Friday's game day. And I think it's good for Tennessee to get back out there at noon tomorrow. It's been a week and a half since they played. Let's get back out there and play. And we came over here in 19. We were the night game. So North Carolina's flipped their philosophy. They would normally play the first regional game. And we were supposed to play at 7 o'clock, got a 3-hour rain delay, started at 10 o'clock, lose to Liberty, 2 o'clock, back to the hotel, turn around and play at 1 p.m. the next day to survive, right? And we did, but that was interesting. I think win tomorrow at 12, get a little more rest, back at it at 6 or 7 on the next day.
Yeah.
I don't want to turn you into a weatherman. I haven't even looked at the weather. Is it looking strong, or are we in for some long nights?
Looks good right now. Looks like it's going to be really hot tomorrow. It looked bad early this week. We looked at it before we came over here, and we're like, I don't know.
I know it's not unique to Tennessee, but I feel like I've watched a lot more Tennessee baseball games over the last few years that have like creeped into the next day.
Yeah,
that SEC game comes to mind.
Hoover is just, it's always going to rain in Hoover.
It's going to rain in Hoover at some point, sometime. You hope it's not long. Like this year, I feel like they didn't have many delays until Sunday. Then a pretty good delay, but they still played the game, and you just don't know. But it looks good. It looks like we're playing baseball straight through. Knock on wood.
Do you think? And does the philosophy change at home? I know Tennessee's usually that night game in the regional. Do you have like in your mind prefer night or early game on the road, or how do you think it plays out?
Early on the road, let the crowd nobody's involved, right? Just go play baseball. Home game, I want the night game. I want that crowd involved. Obviously, if we win and North Carolina wins, you're going to get the night game.
Right.
Anyways, I think Friday's just a preference, and you get to select what you want. TV and the NCAA can change that and say, no, we're going to flip them depending on, which we were talking about earlier, still kind of confusing because they're all streamed right now. So
Right.
they all have announcers. So, like, why not move a game for weather, this or that? It's still going to get the audience it needs.
Right.
Right.
So,
what's your kind of thoughts on the bats? It took them a while to get going. What do you think was the biggest key to get those things going? You mentioned everybody got better. What's kind of the biggest reason behind that, you think?
I think they've just settled into the approach and understanding what Josh and Chuck are asking out of them. Maybe change some things in practice here and there to say, hey, it's not. We love the long ball, but we're not all the long ball. You gotta hit. You gotta swing at the right pitches. And I don't know. I mean, two things I think were Blake Grimmer and Garrett Wright come back. Right. I think that.
Yeah.
And it was slow after they came back, but they'd missed some time. So I think once they settled into that lineup where you know, Garrett Wright's your leadoff, Blake Grimmer's your 2-hole, Henry Ford's your 3-hole, they got to settle on a lineup. You can't go all year searching for that order. You're always going to flip some people, but not the whole thing, right? And I think that it just took some time. I mean, you got new faces. I don't think people should ever expect the beginning of the year moving forward to be as good as the end of the year, because you're going to have new faces, a lot of new people, new places, and you're trying to figure out what's our best 1 through 9, and you got to adjust through it. And I think that that's a feather in E's cap. His first year as a head coach is figuring out what worked right now, because they played Texas and Oklahoma without a starting pitcher, basically, and figured out how to win. How do we win game 1 and game 2, and then game 3 we'll figure it out. Now, they didn't win either game 3, but they said we'll figure that out. But let's win 1 and 2 while we figure it out.
So this is all part of the plan. We were just wanting to win game 1 and 2, and Landon Mack is actually fine, and he'll be back if we need him for a third game.
Yeah, I mean, I think possibly this week, but those weeks I don't think he was available. But once he's not available, hey, we got to win. We got to win today and tomorrow, because we don't know who's throwing on Sunday, Saturday, whatever day. But right now we trust these 5 or 6 guys. So if they go out there, we need to win this game.
Yeah,
and I think they pieced that together pretty well. And I think Stone Lawless, I would like to see where Stone was if he didn't get hit in the face, because I thought he was kind of coming around offensively.
Yeah,
he did get hit, and it's been tough. But man, what a warrior, what a battler, what a good guy you want in your dugout on your team.
Yeah, what's up with Tennessee players or even coaches getting hit in the face with balls?
We got to stop. It's not boxing, right?
Yeah, Jason Williams is going to come and get pissed off about something because kids are getting hit too much.
Yeah, Mia's been hit a few times.
Yeah.
I think they're all just wanting that battle scar bruise. Like you said, it's not boxing, but they got to get it somehow.
But we needed a better timing.
I agree.
Right? We don't need it. We don't need that season tournament.
Yeah, I mean, an outfield wall seems like a better place to get a battle scar. I mean, obviously, you had Hunter Ensley play injured, but he did get to play.
Leave your eye black out there. That's fine. Don't be where you can. And man, what awesome thing! Reese Chapman wanted to come home and somebody fix me so I can go back for the Friday game if we make it. Didn't make it, and he's hit BP this week. From what I know, he's going to play this week, and I just hope that guy goes out on a high note.
Yeah. Caleb, do you want to ask him?
Yeah. Do we get 2 face masks in a Tennessee baseball game this weekend?
I think we're gonna get 2 face masks. I don't know if Reese's is offensively. I heard he's wearing one defensively.
Okay.
Just based on where it's at.
So it could be a LeBron mask.
Yeah, we're getting the LeBron mask.
Oh, he's going. Rip Hamilton. Y'all are too young. LeBron.
Yeah. That's gonna be sick.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just hope the kid gets to finish out his career the right way.
Sure.
Yeah, 100%. So we kind of talked about defensively a little bit. Obviously, you played shortstop. I'm sure it's a little music to your ears seeing Tennessee's fielding percentage be what it is right now. What do you think the biggest change from that philosophy has been, or is it just kind of guys in the right positions?
Oh, there's a fire truck running by on Franklin Street. We're gonna
Oh
be careful.
god.
No,
Might find
I don't
Ross
think
Kivett.
anything changed. Ross Kivett, right? Ross comes back. No, I don't know. I mean, going into the year, I think it was a question mark. Henry
Mhm.
Ford hadn't played a lot of third base. That's his. I think that is his position. But when you're a young guy, your back gets you in the lineup. And I watched some scrimmages, and it wasn't great. And they come out and have one of the best fielding teams in Tennessee history. So I
Yeah.
think it was just probably repetition. They focused on it and focused on it and focused on it. And then I said, hey, we're actually good at this. Then they figured out how to move that. Okay, we're pretty good at this defense now that we got them there. Now let's focus on that offense. And, just trying to piece things together. Like Josh and Ross, Chuck, they didn't get a fall, and Reynolds, they didn't get a fall to put this thing together and say, hey, the first 2 weeks we're working on defense. Forget the offense. We'll hit in the cages, but defense, 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 whatever it may be, vice versa. They didn't get that. So then they try to do it November. December, the kids are at home. Nobody's here.
Right.
January, they come back, start filling things out. This guy's hurt. That guy's available. This guy. I mean, you're scrimmaging yourself. You don't know. So I think it just took some time.
Mhm.
And I think if you give them, this summer, they're obviously going to go out and recruit good players. That's what they've all done. There's going to be good players here. There's going to be talent. Then they get their fall to put their touch on how it goes. And that's nothing against Tony, but Tony had all fall every time. Frank had all fall. So
Yeah.
now they get to say, hey, this is how I'm going to do it. And they mold them that way instead of November saying, hey, here's where I'm different, but they don't know the kids don't know the difference. They're just playing baseball.
Right.
And then they got a different voice up front.
Sure. Yeah, it is pretty wild, that percentage with Henry Ford playing third base. He hasn't played a lot there. Levi Clark at first, who he hasn't played a lot there, and then Blake Grimmer. I don't know if anybody really saw him as a second baseman, but has played really well at that
No, I mean, he
position
was
as well.
shortstop in high school, but obviously coming off a back injury. Hey, one of the greatest things of the year, Levi struggled offensively, and I'm so excited to see that guy performing recently. His SEC numbers are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But his defense at first base for a guy that was a catcher,
Been
I
really
think
good.
he had 1 or 2 errors this year. I mean, that guy's and he's picked some guys, saved some guys. You don't get an error on those if you don't get them, but he's saved them along the way, as well as being very good. And there's not a lot of guys that improve their average in SEC play hitting versus the non-conference, and he's gone 3 or 4-fold above what his
Yeah,
non-conference
a little
was.
different.
Yeah.
Chad, I got one more thing for you. Caleb, do you have anything that you wanted to ask real quick? This is kind of like it might take a second for him to go through this.
Okay. Just want to get your opinion on just game one. Let's look at ECU. What does Tennessee have to do to win? And then we can worry about the rest of the regional after that first one.
Yeah, he did a good start from Blanco. Get out there, pitch like he's capable. Maybe get rid of the slow first and second innings. Outside of that, he's been awesome. You're going to get 6 or 7 innings out of the guy. 100 pitches, 2, 3, 4 runs, maybe. Offensively, Tennessee just needs to stay on the baseball. They're going to throw a lefty that's very similar to Blanco with a little bit less velocity, but don't try to do too much. But I think you may even need 7 out of Blanco, 1 or 2 out of Arvidsson, Appenzeller. Because, I mean, really, you need to win. One of those guys limited, win tomorrow, and then the other one is available to start on Sunday, I think.
Yeah.
Unless Landon Mack's available, and then maybe you can start him and get 1 or 2 innings. But you're still going to have to turn to that guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think senior Evan Blanco for 7 innings would be very, very ideal for this team.
Yeah. I like that. Chad, what about so we've kind of done like the Tony Vitella era starting lineup. What about the Chad Zurcher era at Tennessee starting lineup? What would you say?
Man, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's pressure.
I kind of put you on the spot. I should have probably prepped you a little bit
Yeah,
for
probably.
that.
I need to do some research, right? So I'll just, Gilbert in center field.
Mhm.
Obviously, in Inslee, if we can move outfielders, maybe we move some people.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
But
This
obviously,
is your team. You'll be
Jordan
graded
Beck
on
right,
it.
Jordan Beck, right field. Give me, it's hard because the guy's big leaguer. Give me an Inslee center field because you get that leadership, and left field Gilbert.
Okay.
And third base, a lot of good third basemen. I got to go Jake Rucker because I wish he played on one of these teams because he was kind of one of the guys. He was the catalyst. He was a freshman that year over at North Carolina and got the game-winning hit Sunday morning. But he deserves way more than he gets.
Yeah.
Shortstop's the hard one. We've ran him through there really good. Ooh, shortstop. Give me Liam Spence. I like to bat the
Okay.
ball.
Yeah.
Second base, Christian Moore.
Yeah, I got to.
The end of that season, I don't know if you can draw it up. So I could only pick Burke, Amick, Fisher for my first baseman and DH. So somebody's got to get cut.
Mm.
So we'll go Burke at first. Obviously, that was a special year. Probably Pavelloni at catcher, just because the catching and offense was there. Obviously, Evan Russell, everything he did. Obviously, Cal Stark. I would say Amick at DH because I was there for it, threw BP to the guy. Fisher, I didn't get to know, it was the year after. He's got to get cut just because I don't know him
Yeah.
as well as some of the others.
I'm
But
sure somebody's going to listen to this and be like, Chad, what about me?
Who's that?
I said somebody's going to listen to this and be like, Chad, what about me? It could be.
Yeah, Landon said you have to get like flooded with text.
Yeah.
Like,
Jared Dickey might text you. Trey Lipscomb might text you.
I got to throw some results in there at some point, right? And not just individual, personal, and like. The good news is Fisher won't text me. He doesn't have my number. That was the year after. He's going to have a great career in the big leagues, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And super guy. But, yeah, the Tony Vitello 7-year lineup is pretty impressive.
Yeah, 100%.
I think some coach places 20 or 30 years and couldn't stack a lineup like he could in 7 years or the program that they put together.
Yeah. Who's your rotation?
Crochet's got to be that guy. Should have won the Cy Young last year.
Mm-hmm.
Man, does Chase Burns count?
I would count him.
Yeah, I'll throw him.
He's an animal.
Towards the back end of the bullpen just because that's kind of what he was here.
Yeah,
really good at it.
Didn't prefer it, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever happened for the best for both sides.
100%. 100%.
Liam Doyle, obviously.
Yeah,
if you got Crochet and Doyle back to back, you got to split them with a righty somewhere.
Yeah.
Tidwell's been in the big leagues. I would throw Drew Beam in between those two guys.
There's another one.
Dolander. You can't build a 3-day. You can't build a 3-day rotation. I would say Drew Beam because of the big games. He won for us there. Heck, there's people that those guys are going to have much longer pro careers, but it's hard to leave like Xander Sechrist off because for 5 straight weeks he won every big game we had.
Yeah.
Yep. He won the SEC title. He won the tournament. He won to get us in the tournament championship. He won the national championship.
Yeah. Chad Dallas is another one. He might text you.
Oh, it's a good problem to have, right?
Yeah. Garrett Stallings is another guy that like probably doesn't get talked about as much either.
I mean, Garrett Stallings was part of that group, and Zach Lingenfelter and Andrew Schultz, who got us to North Carolina that year.
Yeah.
Got this thing going. That's why I said Jake Rucker on that one, because I was like, hey, he was that was Tony's first recruit. That was Tony's first commitment. Was Jake Rucker, and you look 2 years later, and you're in Omaha when he catches the line out. I mean, he may not be the most explosive guy. How do you leave a Redmond Walsh off?
Yeah.
Or a Kirby Cannell. Maybe it's not sexy, but they won a lot of games, got a lot of outs.
Yeah, 100%. Ricky Martinez might text you too.
Ricky's fine. He's just got him back too early.
He can be the first base coach.
Hey, Ricky was key on that because we thought he was coming in to play defense, and he hit about 330 that year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you doing that. That was great on the spot.
Yeah, I'm sorry it's a little dark in here.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I like it. We should have just left your name off and let you be anonymous, and you could have ripped anybody you wanted to.
Yeah, we could have.
They wanted me to put this up at the table and say, "Hey, we're just doing a 6-person podcast here."
We should do it.
Yeah, we should have done that.
It was me and the 3 guys I drove down here with, and Ben McKee and Sean Barrows.
Oh, that would have been awesome. Yeah, we could have done that.
I was like, "Hey guys, I got a podcast at 8:30," and Jeff Burton said, "No, we got a 4-person podcast at 8:30." I was like, "No, guys."
Yeah, the more the merrier. We love it. I mean, you're the one that brought us Ross Kivett.
Hey, Ross Kivett brings Ross Kivett where he wants to. That's what it's about. No, that's the guy.
All that you know.
That's the guy he set the tone for Tennessee baseball in an early stage when we needed it. We needed that edge. Tony didn't have a relationship with him. He didn't know him. He got told this guy was coming out of pro ball by an associate AD. Hey, he'd love to come start coaching. And I think Ross and Tony together set that edge. I mean, obviously Frank and Q and everybody else, but Ross set that edge a little bit. And I know this early season was tough on Ross, but it's like, hey man, it ain't sunshine and roses in this industry, in this game, and any sport at this level. And how do you find your way through it? And I texted with him the other day, and it was awesome. He's like, yeah, we made the proper adjustments, and here's the adjustments I need to make in recruiting. And I was like, that's growth. I mean, that's what you want. And I mean, your guy wants to win at the end of the day. I mean,
right.
I thought he was going to kill me in Omaha, holding him back.
What about
Landon still posts the picture, and I'm like, it'll never go away.
No,
I mean, Chad, you're in that moment. You're in Drew Gilbert's, like when he's walking off the field. You're in that. Like you're like the best background person.
Hey,
like you're the get back coach.
Yeah, he was the get back guy.
Yeah,
especially for Ross.
It's it's the best ability a player can have is availability.
Mm-hmm.
So as a non-player, the best ability you can have is where's the camera? What angle do I need to get to? And somehow, the guy from South Knoxville found him a few times.
Do we need to go back to like the dugout interviews? Are you lingering more than we realized?
Yeah, I mean, probably, but I might have picked my nose at some point. We don't want to research all of them, the big ones.
Yeah, the Mike Honcho one, he's probably there somewhere.
Somewhere floating around. No, that dugout's too small. I was hiding. Bandy.
What's it kind of like being a fan now? Is it weird? Do you kind of like, Elander, what are we doing? Are you kind of on that train, or Ross? Why are you shifting so much all the time?
Yeah, I mean, I miss the day-to-day gamesmanship and stuff, but at the end of the day, those guys work so hard. I'm never going to question what they do. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but hey, I know what you're putting into it. Never going to question it. There's always, it's easy to say, why'd you change that pitcher? Why'd you go to that guy? But I
Mhm.
mean, you don't know if he comes in and strikes 3 guys out. You look like a genius. Like you just
Right.
don't know.
Yeah.
But I know the work those guys put in, so I know that they're making the best decision they think this team
Yeah.
has to win the game. And if it doesn't work, they also realize, hey, we're getting paid for this and we got to answer to that. That's fine. I thought Josh did that great this year. Early on, things weren't going great. He never shied away from the media or said, well, this or that. He said, we got to keep getting better. And I mean, it sounds like coach speak, but he always said, I thought he told the truth very well about, hey, we didn't pitch it well today. We gave up 19 free bases against Alabama on Thursday night. And you just can't win baseball games doing that. And he went and attacked it every day. And I think that's a good quality. It's hard to find. I mean, if a coach is there long enough, there's going to be coach speak. You can
Yeah.
only talk so many times.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But the umpires still get it, right?
Do what?
Even when you're a fan, the umpire gets it the same way, even if you're
I mean,
in the dugout or not.
They're not, and the big thing early in the year was Josh isn't, he's not emotional. He's not going, like, we needed Tony when that happened. He needed to go out there and chest bump the umpires, argue with them, get thrown out. Tennessee baseball needed that. We don't need that anymore. We're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not saying Josh isn't battling for his guys. They're letting the umpire know, especially Lindsey Nelson. He can whisper and the home plate umpire can hear him. The dugouts are pretty close.
Yeah.
And, I argued with a guy on Twitter for a bit about Vanderbilt when we were playing them, and he wasn't fired up over something. I was like, just because we lost, like, there was no calls in that game to be fired up about.
He also, I mean, being
We
fired up
lost on
doesn't
3
mean-
walk-offs.
Yeah,
Like it
doesn't mean
wasn't
yelling.
It wasn't an umpire.
And
I was
how
going
do
to
you-
say I've enjoyed the fan side of Chad Zurcher on Twitter this season.
Hey,
I'm sure it's easier to do from this perspective now. It's got to feel good just to like let loose everyone. Like you get to respond now.
I get to respond, and I try not to go too far, just being like reasonable. Like the guy got his first head coaching job at late October. Let him build his legacy, good or bad. The comparison's got to come down, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't say, well, this happened. Well, you don't know that Tony wouldn't have put Arvidsson against LSU and he wouldn't have walked 3 guys. So we don't know that. We can't determine that. But at the same time, let the guy build it. And how do you know watching a game on TV that he isn't firing the guys up in the dugout? They show him, once every 3 innings, and maybe he's not yelling at the umpire. Maybe the camera does hit you more when you're yelling at the umpire. But honestly, Tony and Frank toned that way down in their last couple of years here. After the Notre Dame stuff, they toned it down. We still won just as many games. People have to go back years to find the Tony ejections. I think he only got thrown out one time, national championship year, and Frank made it a thing to not get thrown out ever again after the 2022. So it's like, I think y'all are, you're living on the past stuff a little. Don't get me wrong, we needed it. We needed it.
Yeah.
We needed that edge. But I mean, Tim Corbin's won 2 national titles. You don't see him jumping circles and throwing stuff, and you don't see a lot out of Jay Johnson. Obviously coaching the game.
Where are they at in this postseason?
And they're still not here, right? So like, I mean, North Carolina's is as consistent of a place as you can find. Maybe the national title's not there, but North Carolina's hosting yearly, Omaha every couple years, and their coach is as calm as a cucumber over there.
Yeah.
I don't think, as long as you've got your players here, that stuff's fine. Like, you don't have to, Nick Saban's calm, get on to him when he needs to. Bruce Pearl's very, very outgoing. Rick Barnes is pretty calm for the most part, but still getting the results. So I don't think you can say you don't have to do this to get this. I think there's more ways to skin that cat, as they'd say.
A real quick note on the Rick Barnes thing. I'm not convinced that Rick Barnes is the nice, kind Christian man that we have been told to officials. I've seen how he gets onto officials, and the whistle he gets, I think he just says some awful things to them about their mothers and their wives because they hate him, apparently.
There's sometimes I mean, you got to be more like Nate Oates. You got to be more hard on them to get the results, right?
Yeah.
It makes no sense from what I watch on TV to get the same thing.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
No, I agree though. It's not the. I think be true to yourself, and the guys you named are in their own ways.
Yeah, and you still get the results. And like at the end of the day, Elanders in the postseason. That's where we're supposed to be. Next year's better barometer. Full off season, full fall season. See what happens. I mean, this year scholarships change, rosters change. There's a lot to go into it, anyways. And then that happens, and I still don't think. I think there's going to be a lot of volatility in baseball for years to come because the rosters are going down to 34. So there's going to be good players at every school. We saw the midweek upsets this year at a higher clip. I feel like that'll keep coming as the rosters get down there. So I think. I mean, it can't be year to year. I mean, Vandy went to 19 straight postseasons and didn't make it. And that was the top. So you can't expect. Well, I mean, we're on 8 straight, 7 straight now. I mean, you're already almost halfway there. So you can't expect that. They said 7 of the 26 teams that won a national title since '99 didn't make the tournament the next year. I feel like 25% is a big percentage to not make the tournament the following year of a national title. I feel like that should be like under 5%.
Yeah.
I think of the teams in Omaha last year, only one is hosting. It's UCLA. Like that's it is crazy going year to year. I feel like even from like a couple of years ago, it's basically a brand new team every single year. Like you might carry over some guys, and I feel like that's what happened in 2024. You carried over a good portion of that talent, but a lot of your talent is coming from portal, or it's a freshman that's going to be here for 2 years,
and that was pre-NIL.
Yeah,
that was pre-NIL, pre-full transfer portal. I mean, it's going to be tougher going forward to sustain.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Nick Saban set a bad precedent for every college coach. Don't get me wrong, you get paid well. But winning titles like that does not happen.
Right.
Yeah. No.
And it's even less so now. So just, hey, if I'm a fan now and I get to see it from this side, enjoy the moments, enjoy the fun, cheer for them. There's, at the end of the day, paid or not, still 18 to 22. If we get past some rules, we can keep them 18 to 22. But I think it's fun. At the end of the day, it brings people like us together to have a conversation and cheer some people on and root for these kids to, regardless of if baseball works out or football or basketball, you're a good person, good human being, and living the dream.
Yeah. Before 2019, we weren't spending a whole show talking about baseball, and here we are. So that probably says a lot about the program where it's at.
That's where you want to be.
Yep.
Hey, criticism's a good thing. Criticism's a good thing. People care.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Zurcher, this has been awesome. We appreciate it. We'll let you get back to your fun on Franklin Street.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna go raise some hell around here and let them know the big orange is in town.
I love it. Well, if you need to do a 6-man podcast, you just let us know. We'll hop on with you.
All right, we'll holler back if it happens.
Okay.
Love it.
All right, man. Give them hell.
Appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you guys.
See it.
Appreciate Chad Zurcher hopping on. Always some good insight, perspective. Guy that's been there, done that. I don't know if he's wearing.
I feel better about having him on for so long because I thought he was with like his family, and I was like, oh man, like he's ditching them to go out in the car. But yeah, if it's Ben McKee,
we can
and Sean, I'm
for a while.
His wife did like one of the live tweets, which made me nervous. That we had.
She's like,
I was like,
I hope
she's not
up.
sitting inside. Like this tweet.
And shout out to his wife. She is a supporter, a listener. We appreciate her always. She's always been very kind to me. I don't want to speak for Landon in case she's like dog cuss Landon about something, but I think always also been. I think she would make Chad come. I think she would be like, "Hey, finish up your plate. You got to get on more important issues." She's been awesome. So
yeah. Well, it's probably like if she was like, "Hey, set it up at the table," she probably wanted to get on too.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, great job by Chad. He's awesome. Still around.
We should have told him to lie to Ben. We're gonna have to have Ben back on now. God.
Yeah, he's gonna be texting me like, "Hey, I haven't been on the podcast in a while." Whoops. Yeah, no, great. I mean, Chad really. I don't know if a lot of people know this. Chad kind of helped us kind of get our foot in the door of Tennessee baseball, and it's helped us grow, and I feel like it's helped kind of us care a little bit more. I mean, obviously winning did that a ton, but we were like all in on baseball.
No, I think I like what you're saying. We didn't care before Chad Zurcher. Chad's the reason we care.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, if Tony Vitello didn't hire a Southall grad to be a baseball operations or give him that, I guess he was a carryover from the Serrano. But if he didn't do that, I don't know. Maybe this wouldn't be maybe we wouldn't be here. I don't know. Maybe we wouldn't have 1,000 people listening to the live show. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we wouldn't have an Ole Miss fan with a Moore hat in the background here.
Shout out to Era Zurcher. Era, is that his surname? I probably just messed that up. More important issues are Zurcher's #1 fans.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, hopefully he's that was awesome that he was on boots on the ground before we kind of set that up. He told me actually today he was driving down, so I wasn't aware of that, but that's awesome that he got to take a few minutes.
We're gonna have to talk to Danny White. Not letting him get out of work a little early, play some golf in central North Carolina. Like
he's corporate, man.
I know. We got to talk to him, dude.
No days off.
You're in like one of the greatest parts of America to play 18 holes.
I think that's any city I'm in.
Kind of, yeah. It's kind of I'm probably me and you talked about it today. I'm going out to Colorado in a few weeks. I'm flying, not planning on playing, but like we've got one day where I'm like, I could rent clubs and get away for 4 hours.
There you go. Do it.
I might try. We'll see. That's one of those things. It's a quick. We're hitting a lot of driving, hitting a couple national parks. So we'll even see if I'm in the.
Stretch the legs and 4 hours.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to run to Walmart or something.
Might be a
while.
while.
On a little bit. Yeah. Why are you wearing a visor? Have you ever been a visor guy?
I used to wear some visors. It's been a while.
Trey looks like a visor guy.
I don't have the hairline for the visors.
You don't know my.
I don't. And there's a story. My family calls me Chunky Head. I got a big old head, and big old heads don't work well in visors. So
Chunky Head's a crazy nickname.
I know.
Surely, Landon, you remember my College Station? I wore a visor actually to the Texas A&M game in 2016. You don't know that story?
I feel like you've told me this.
So we go to Northgate afterwards. Of course, I'm in my game attire, so I'm in my visor and polo and khaki shorts, and I'm chatting it up with a member of the opposite sex. We're having a nice conversation. Things are going well, and I mean, just one of the worst. I don't even think she meant to be mean. One of her friends joins the conversation. She's like, "Why are you wearing a visor?"
Oh,
it's like I just am. I just like the visor, so I'm wearing the visor. I don't know. She has softball players wear visors. And I was like, good observation. Thank you. And everyone had
I would have folded.
Everyone had a good laugh at my expense. We hung out with them for quite some time that night, and they just all referred to me as softball for a few hours. So that was fun. Yeah, I had like 4 girls just when they'd holler, when they'd need my attention, they would just say softball. So
jeez, that's tough.
It was very tough.
So
it was very difficult. But
I would have had to leave. Like I would have. I'm just not great in those situations. So if I'm getting roasted on, I'm probably like just gone.
It's tough. You just got to eat those. It's really tough from people like you don't really know. So you don't, it's tough. But I just rolled.
It's like I want to roast you too. Like I mean,
yeah, and you can't because you don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't know what they're self-conscious about. So, and thankfully, I think if it wasn't so much fun, I would have abandoned it quick. But we had a great time. So I got called softball a few times. It is what it is. I also just think about it every night. It's no big deal.
We got softball and chunky head, and we got to find out something with Landon. Great hair.
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, salt and pepper, I guess. I used to, my nickname when I was little was Feet. Because I had big feet. Nah, they just called me Feet all the time. When I was little playing Little League Baseball, they call me Feet.
That's a tough name for like any kind of athlete. Because you got like the nice hands, feet. Like, that's immediately what I thought of.
Yep, that's exactly what I thought of.
Yeah. No, it was just because I had big feet. Maybe it was kind of psyching out the other team and like, hey, their shortstop sucks. So
his nickname's Feet.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like an adequate name for your feet, because you do have large feet, like skis.
Yeah. Boats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Feet, chunky head, and softball.
Cheers.
I mean, what a lineup.
I love softball.
What a starting rotation. All right. I know we didn't really get to touch on it a whole lot. Do y'all want to talk anything else about the Chaz Coleman thing?
I did just want to revisit because Trey asked a great question. The Jim Knowles thing. Did Jim Knowles know? Should he have had an inkling? I think that's a great question, and I don't know the answer. Because, I mean, I don't know how old he is. What is he, 20 years old, Chaz Coleman? He's young.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, more likely than not, if this is an issue, there was probably something similar going on, more than likely. So that's bad knowledge. That's bad judge of character. But also, like, it wouldn't surprise me if this is a thing where it's like, I know everybody wants to call like bullcrap to the homesick thing. And maybe homesick's a bad word, but like, it wouldn't surprise me if a kid moves from Ohio, Pennsylvania area down south, and he's like, yeah, I hate this. So, yeah. I mean, it could, I'm not trying to cast and say, just be like, Jim Knowles is a terrible judge character. Like, how could he recruit that knowing? Because he may not have. And I think there could be some excuses there where it's probably, it's possible it's as simple as he just hated living here versus living in a familiar place. Not necessarily that it was close to home, but familiar.
And I do think, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this wouldn't be as big of a deal or as big as headlines if it wasn't for the Boo Carter history, the Nico history,
Sure.
Big Neek. If that wasn't something, like if this was a one-off, then I don't think there'd be too much of it. But yeah, it's
just like now in the transfer portal, like you can't stockpile that talent. So when guys that you're counting on do stuff like this, like a Boo Carter, which you kind of struggled at Star last year with all that went on. That's when you're like, oh crap. It's not so much of him because like he wasn't super productive anyway at Penn State his freshman year. You were hoping he could turn into something, and you let guys that were pretty productive in a Jordan Ross and Caleb Herring go because you're bringing this kid in, and now he's not there, and so you don't really have anybody else to replace him. That's the issue.
And you mentioned the Nico thing and the Boo Carter thing. Yes, I agree both those points. I will say this. I thought and I think that, like, I'm not saying this is a statement because it is my opinion. I think Tennessee came out on the right end, and they got lucky with like the trade situation. I hated watching Nico play. I hate that lackadaisical attitude. It's why I wasn't like Joe Milton's biggest fan. Like, show me you care, which not saying, how he just walked around like everything was easy and he just didn't seem like, I don't know. He didn't like, I like athletes who like look like they're trying hard. Like, it just makes me feel like they care and they want to be there. And so like that, I just hated watching him play. Obviously he struggled in some areas. So again, this is all opinion. So like, I was like, yeah, Tennessee ended up on the right side of the quarterback situation, but then you have the Boo Carter, which is the opposite of it. So,
I think also, not to like keep piling on, but like the screenshots people are taking of the Instagram story, which I did some digging, was from a few weeks ago. That doesn't help, and like holding the cash down the arms and stuff like that. But
it seemed like money wasn't the issue. He seemed pretty happy with the money he had.
Yeah.
So.
Throwback to Brian Maurer. I think he took a prom picture with a bunch of $100 bills as well. That's what that reminded me of.
I know you
before
tweeted,
NIL.
I know you tweeted it out, Landon. But can you imagine if Tennessee landed Sorsby and Chaz Coleman? Like,
I think you burn it down and start over. Right?
You have to. You have to.
Don't do anything. You spend all that money just to throw it away, which apparently, like, Tennessee hasn't like paid. Like, he's not getting his money because he's not there.
Duh. That's
they're like, you got to come pick up the check.
That's how work works.
That's what they need to do. They need to just always, like, you have to pick up this check in person. We don't do direct deposit. We don't do Venmo.
Right.
So we don't get another, we don't know. We haven't seen him in weeks situation. Yeah. No, he was at least here to pick up his check.
Yeah. It's really unfortunate because I do think this is a pivotal year with the schedule is pretty tough. You have 9 conference games, and here you are with a freshman quarterback, and who knows what you have at edge rusher right now. And those are the 2 most important positions on the field. And I'm not saying right or wrong, like they didn't go get somebody out of the portal like a Sorsby or didn't land Sam Levitt, and they just went with what they had. They thought that was better than the rest of the guys available, which is fine if it works out. And then Chaz Coleman, you kind of did the opposite. You told guys to kind of move on, and you brought him in, and now you're kind of getting burnt on that end. So I'm not saying there's a right way to do any of this. I hope it works out because right now it looks like a bad situation.
Agreed.
Linebackers, hey, somebody's got to play edge. Jaden Perlotti, you seem like you might have the best potential there, so maybe he's moved down.
Will you get a 3-point and show me your get off? See if you're eligible.
Mine?
Yeah.
I don't have enough ass.
Let me see your edge rusher, your sprint start. I want to see you go.
They do all the hand movements. I love watching defensive linemen do like drills when they just constantly it's like they're all doing 6-7. Or you have Landon Jackson and his I don't know if y'all have seen that video.
Yeah, which he ended up being just a terror on us.
Yeah.
I mean, for most of the league, to be fair.
Talk about someone who wouldn't look good in a visor.
Oh, we're not doing that, Trey. We're not going after bald people on this.
Hey,
podcast.
I'm coming there. Don't worry.
Softball.
I'm not coming after bald people.
I'm just making sure.
I'm gonna be bald. I grew up in an all bald men household. It's okay.
Someone I've known for my entire life, literally my entire life, she like rocked me to sleep in daycare like that. I saw her last weekend and she was confused why, like, she's like, where'd all the hair go? I was like, first off, I've been balding since I was like 17. Second off, you've met my dad and the rest of my family. Like, this should not be a shock. And maybe she was just being nice. I don't know. But I was like, this is probably the least shocking outcome of my life is that I'm bald.
I had a guy come up to me at the Smokies game who we went to high school with that we haven't seen in forever. He's like, dude, I'm so glad you have gray hair. I was like, are you? He's like, yeah. He's like, how old are you? I was like, 31. He was like, yeah, it just makes me feel so much better. He did have gray hair. He's just a little bit older.
I thought he was like backhand complimenting you. I was like, oh.
No, I think he was just like,
you said he's a little bit. I mean, he can't be more than 4 years older than you.
Yeah, he's like, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Oh, okay.
I guess is kind of what he was saying. But
okay.
Yeah. Trey, any news?
I mean, there is some news. One thing I wanted to talk about just real quick. I know we've been going for a while here. While this podcast has been going on, there's been a big debacle with, Steve Sarkisian came out and said last week that, there's a school, he was alluding to Texas Tech won't play Texas. And within the last hour, Texas Tech, their head coach and the athletic director and the administrative, is it Corey Campbell? Is that the guy, the big oil guy they have, are trying to buy out their first 2 games and has
Abilene Christian and Texas State, right?
Yeah, are trying to buy out those one of the 2 games and telling Texas they will play them. So I think that's interesting. Put your money where your mouth is. So
I love that.
Yeah. It won't happen. I read
they don't have any
that,
quarterback, but that's
I read somewhere too where it's Texas Tech is so smart because Texas will not take this because they will not. If they would pick that up, they're playing the game at Lubbock before you host Ohio State the next week. Like you're not playing that game.
No,
you're not.
But yeah, I mean that's genius by Texas Tech. Is like just call them out for it, and even though it's never going to happen, like at least you kind of show a backbone that it's going to. And hey, I'm pointing that out to recruits. Hey, you want to go to this Sark? You want to go to him? He's a wuss. Look at me. And he's like, I told him to come get some, and he didn't. So,
and without getting too deep into it, I do think we are, after seeing the spring meetings this week in Destin, I do think we are very close to a changing of a 2014 playoff coming sooner rather than later. I really do. Go ahead, Caleb.
Your coach is a cheating bastard. Like a self-admitted cheating bastard. He's like, you turn me in, I'll burn it all down. And I'm like, no,
he's been
just do
so
the right
good.
thing.
He's been so good all season of just like between like the Lane Kiffin comments and the Dabo comments of just like not talking. And I think that was such a smart move. But damn, he did not have to say what we did or didn't do. And I got receipts and I'll turn everyone else. I'm like, oh my God. So
heck yeah. That's a mean girl show right there.
That is. But we just need football season needs to get here. These coaches get too big of a platform where everything they say is just now headlines, and I just want to play football.
Yeah. What about Arkansas and them complaining about their schedule?
I get it because that's his job.
Why did he write an open letter though?
I don't know.
Like your job is to be in communication with these people. Why is it an open letter?
And also, you sign the check. You get the massive check from ESPN. You signed up for it. This is what you get. That's how it goes. Someone has to play at 11 a.m. on ABC every single week. It's gonna happen. Like you get an $80 million check at the end of the year, and you're not complaining about it. You know,
we have to suffer, and we didn't go and sign those contracts. We didn't agree to those things. You did. Yeah. So it's time for you to pay the piper.
What's crazy is like, dude, you play on Saturday and you play the next Saturday. What are you complaining about?
Also, maybe don't fly after the game. Just stay one more night in Utah, and then the travel schedule isn't crazy. You don't have to be on a plane at 2 a.m. No one is requiring you to be on a plane at 2 a.m.
No.
I'm trying to look it up, but someone said, I forgot who they play week 1. But North Alabama. Someone said, like mocking him, saying like, oh, we only get like 6 days after North Alabama to go play Utah or something like that. Like making fun, like duh, like that's how it works, man. So
also the next week is at home.
Yeah.
Like what?
It's the same thing as the Big Ten coaches complaining about travel.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like you did it. You all chose this.
You also scheduled that Utah game,
knowing that you have no control over the time.
Right.
It's insane, dude. It's absolutely insane.
He's a dead man walking, Hunter Yurachek is, and it's so obvious, but not my AD. Whatever, man.
Yep.
Last thing, ECU tweeted out pictures of them traveling to Chapel Hill. They're wearing shirts that say "sick puppies." That's their
what did that
shirt.
mean?
It just doesn't feel like a good omen going into like win or go home, win or die games.
Yeah,
I heard the story behind it. Let me find it.
Right.
The story's good, I guess, but it's like maybe find a better way to put that on a shirt. Listen, that's a sick one if you go win it all. Real sick.
Do we get shirts that say like vaccinated puppies? Think that would cause a rift at all?
Yeah. We're not going to get kennel cough. Not up in here. Head coach Cliff Godwin said, when you're feeding the pitching machines and our guys are hitting, it's kind of dangerous. He's always like, Coach, you have to be a sick puppy to be back here feeding this pitching machine.
All right, you're a sick puppy. We're a healthy.
So it's in reference to the coach putting balls in the pitching machine. That's actually not even a cool. It's not even a cool story. I thought it was different.
Mm. Oh well.
Yep. Oh well's right.
Yep.
I'll ask real quick. Do you think next time we pod, do you think we are still playing baseball?
It could be good or bad.
I'm gonna go yeah.
Or okay, I guess you still mean existing. I thought you
meant
existing.
Because you could still play a Monday game.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are in a regional final. Yes.
Okay. Good. And I think that's a success.
Yeah, I do too. Right where you should be.
Monty wants to hear Ole Miss talk for 30 minutes. I'm going to get off here, but Monty wants to hear you, Trey.
Yes, okay.
Talk Ole Miss baseball.
Guys, go check out our good friends at hoviedrygoods.com. Use promo code MORE 15% off. Also go check out roback.com. Use promo code MORE for 20% off that purchase. Go check them out. Great stuff over there. Thank y'all so much for listening. Long pod, but great pod. Baseball time tomorrow. Let's get it. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.
Home run, slam dunks, give him six. Boys at MII, they got your big orange face. All year long is the place to be, to hear some balls for life, talking Tennessee. You can hate us if you want, but we sure